I have a bunch of new followers and I feel like I've never actually introduced myself on here. Figured I'd do it now. My name's Marlena. I'm a stay-at-home mom to two. On my page, you'll see a lot of days in my life vlogs, morning, night routines, and a little bit of home and fashion inspo. One thing I always see in my comment section is, "You make it look so easy. How do you do it?" And I just want you guys to know that I only share the positive things on here.
Okay, so are we ready for a little bit of petty TikTok drama? Well, actually, it's petty theft, but I don't know if I can necessarily call it petty because this TikToker was actually arrested. She's now out of jail, but she was arrested for petty theft, noting she was petty thefting in a Target.
Not even a famous TikToker could take what she wanted at Target.
We were able to arrest her.
That's Marlena Velez. She was caught shoplifting from a Cape Coral Target. She has over 300K followers.
It runs a little bit deeper than we initially thought because after looking at some news sources, it turns out that Marlena Velez, who is this aesthetic TikToker, she's been known for, thieving things, some petty, some on a much larger scale. So we're going to get into it because my whole feed has just been basically just talking about this Marlena woman who has over 300,000 TikTok followers.
Oh, please, I hope you all can forgive me and please just give me another chance because I promise that I'm not the same person that I was before. And yes, I know that you guys are making jokes saying that comparison is the thief of joy and Marlena Velez is the thief of Target. It's true, and Walmart and my friend's car, but I promise I've changed.
It's been all over the show because people who watch these aesthetic hauls or clean, decorate my house with me, a lot of people, especially in today's economy, and I'm going to turn to a little bit of a sob story, but in today's economy, I don't know a lot of people who can go into, I don't know what the equivalent of a Target would be in the UK, to be honest with you, and pick up all of the decorations, all right? But there is a really big market over on YouTube and also over on TikTok who are obsessed with aesthetic decorating. And as somebody who is not that bothered about matchy stuff, I don't know if you can tell just based on my surroundings, I don't really care as much in my own life, but I won't lie, watching these people, more notably women, going around and, buying all of the latest pieces of decor, you then go matchy in their homes. It is a little bit satisfying, but there's always a really big part of me that kind of goes like, what are you doing with this stuff? After the season's over, are you really storing it all? Every single season they're buying more stuff, and I'm just very curious as to what they do with the old stuff. I've always said this. I don't know where they're putting it. I don't know anyone in real life who spends that much on decoration consistently, and I do understand that if you have built your platform around aesthetic, then obviously there's going to be an element of, well, can you claim back a lot of that on your taxes? There's always that conversation, but the point being is that if you're not earning enough money, you can't buy that initially even to claim it back. Don't quote me on this. I've just heard a lot of people claiming things back on their taxes, and I say all of this because a lot of people nowadays just cannot afford basic necessities, let alone going and spending $300 to $500, pounds, euros, whatever, on decoration when they can just about afford to put food on the table. So I understand why people look at it in a very envious light, and people who want to start becoming aesthetic TikTokers or YouTubers probably look up to these people and go, wow, when I reach that level, I'm going to have enough money to do so. But really, I think a lot of it is pure smoke and mirrors. And I bet you anything, a lot of these people have mad credit card bills. They have maxed out. That's just my own opinion. But this lady, Marlena Velez, okay, so the tea is that she was arrested November the 21st, so literally just a couple days ago, and she was arrested for petty theft because she went into a Target, Cape Coral, Florida. She went there and she went into a Target, and they basically, Target had reported on, I think it was October the 30th, Target released this image on a Facebook page and basically saying, do you know who this woman is? If I can find the picture, I'll show it. Basically just who the hell is this woman? Who is this woman who, is allegedly stealing things? And what she had done on October 30th was when she was scanning the stuff at the self-checkout, she was basically scanning different barcodes, so it would make the amount obviously way less. And apparently she stole over $500 worth of decoration.
Over 300K followers. I went to Mercedes Simmons with Cape Coral Police to ask what she took. She says Velez stole a little more than $500 worth of products and was charged with petty theft.
Our officers got a report from Target about this retail theft. They look into it, they get this security footage, they have a still frame of this woman who's basically scamming the self-checkout at Target.
And the famous TikToker caught scanning a barcode for a cheaper item than the one she was bagging.
So from there, we looked at her social media, even dove into her TikTok to find that on this exact day that she was reported to have stolen this stuff from Target, she posts about it.
Now, it's really funny because I found this one TikToker who just by chance had actually saved that video that Marlena was then going back and doing all this, and this was the video. Just so funny because she's wearing the exact same outfit. Like, this is her. This is definitely her. And of course, as soon as that picture went on Facebook, people were pouncing. They're like, that's Marlena. I know exactly who that is. So yeah, November the 21st, she was arrested. The interesting thing about this is that I've seen a lot of conversation where people are like, well, you know, you have people who are like forced to steal. And I understand, I would understand it a lot more if it was someone that like needed to steal some baby formula or something along that, like someone who's stealing milk because they physically can't afford milk. I feel like that encompasses a much bigger problem in society, unless they really couldn't be bothered to pay for the milk, even though they could. That's a different topic of conversation. But the thing is that I've seen a lot of people say, you know, well, maybe she just had to. The decorations, right? No one needs decorations. I think somebody who goes and has different barcodes to scan knows that that is what you have to do to get these products. That to me, and this might be a bit judgy, that to me would imply that that person has done it before, because that wouldn't even cross my mind. In the UK, we have weighing scales, so if you tried to do that, the little machine would beep and it would be like unexpected item on the bagging area, which is a blessing and a curse. It's a curse because you are genuinely telling the truth, but then you have to have the shop assistants come over and help you. I'm telling you, self-checkouts in the UK, if you are from the UK and you understand what I'm trying to say, I avoid them like the plague. I'm standing there for like 10 minutes trying to like scan some bananas and it tells me that that's not the right amount, and then I have to wait another 10 more minutes for Leslie to bloody notice that I'm even over there because it's just so busy. So yeah, I avoid them. But Marlena kind of knew what she was doing. This is not the only article I found, by the way. I found a couple of them which are talking about the fact that she has done this kind of stuff before, so this is nothing new. The arrest has reignited scrutiny over Velez's troubling criminal history. Police confirmed she was first arrested at 17 for grand theft auto in 2019. According to her former high school friend Amanda Santana, Velez betrayed her trust by stealing and crashing her car. She had a class with me at Ida Baker High School and we clicked. I trusted her so much that I handed over my car keys, but that trust was destroyed when she disappeared with my car and later crashed it into a ditch near a Dunkin'. Santana revealed Velez never paid restitution for the damages. It's like she never felt any remorse.
Also in 2019, stole my best friend Amanda's car, wrecked it near a Dunkin' Donuts in a ditch, and then fled. Ooh.
Now, you might be thinking like, 17. I mean, we've all done stupid things when we're 17. I'm not saying that there isn't like moments in your life where you might have done something like this, or you might have stolen something, or you might have broken the speed limit, or you might have, you know, people make mistakes in that way. I'm not saying, you know, going on offing somebody. It isn't, no, I'm not talking about the same thing. I'm talking about like stealing and all that kind of stuff, all right? So people do make mistakes, and I will always kind of go, well, did you learn from it? Did you stop doing it? Have you stopped after that? Did that make you change? Well, apparently not. This is not an isolated incident, as records show. Velez was also arrested in July 2023 for shoplifting at a Walmart in Cape Coral. Surveillance footage captured her underringing items at self-checkout, stealing $63 worth of kitchen goods. Velez pleaded no contest to the charges in April 2024, completed an anti-theft course and served 6 months on probation. Despite her probation ending last month, Velez allegedly committed theft again at Target, escalating the severity of her legal troubles. She's been living recklessly, flaunting a lifestyle that doesn't match her actions. Velez's arrest has sparked debates about the accountability of social media influencers. Critics argue that online platforms often glamorize false personas, shielding problematic behaviors. Influencers should face the same consequences as anyone else. Their public image doesn't exempt them from the law.
Influencer who lives in my town with over 300,000 followers just got arrested for shoplifting. I think that serves as a reminder that everything you see on social media is not fully real. Would post like luxurious videos having all of the products that people wanted, going to Target, buying all of the things that people wanted. Town's police department has a Facebook, and they posted a picture of her on surveillance and was like, if anybody knows who this is, please like let me know. My sister sent it to me. I didn't know who she is. I've never seen her on TikTok. Said that somebody who follows her like turned her in. That just goes to show what you see on social media is not always real. Comparison is definitely the thief of joy.
She was very clearly stealing these things, and I'm just saying, allegedly, if she was caught she's been caught before stealing things, and the time that she's just been caught on November the 21st, I don't know, there's some part of me that thinks that she's been doing this for a little while, but she just hasn't been caught. That's fully alleged, and that is literally just my own opinion. But yeah, she's been doing this, like ringing up the false barcodes before, but this is nothing like, this isn't groceries, this isn't something that you've fallen on hard times, therefore you're pushed into stealing things. I can somewhat understand that. What I can't understand is stealing decorations from Target. That it's just not a necessity, and the only reasoning why she was doing it is because she wants to provide content for her social media. I also don't agree with people doing this either, but if she wanted to do it in a less law-breaking way, she could just buy it and then return it after she's hauled it, which I hear is also what a lot of these aesthetic people do. You can't afford it, or you can't keep up with this lifestyle, just don't do it. Like, I understand that people like decoration, but this is what happens when influencers are just pushed into this corner of like, I need to keep up with what's going on around me.
Hi guys, it's Marlena here. I am at my 6-week post-op appointment. My results so far, still wearing my compression bra because obviously you see the girls are still high up and they need to drop, and wearing my bandage over the compression bra.
Okay, so my thing is, right, I look like such a mess, just ignore it. My thing is, right, is that I was going along a little videos, and then what should I see? Her at like a clinic. She just had like a breast enhancement. I don't know what it is. Now, she blatantly got that for free, which is another thing as well. Like, you have all these influencers that have just been given like procedures for free all the time, like, and they're not cheap. I mean, it depends what doctor you go to. People in the comment section writing the most hilarious things, talking about like discounts for Christmas stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But my whole entire point is that, like, you know, you're out here getting these like pretty expensive procedures, and then also just like stealing freaking candles on the side. It just, like, the lifestyle isn't adding up. Do you know what I mean? Smoke and mirrors is all I'm trying to get at. So now we have this whole thing of just regular everyday people just going in and being like, hey, come to not shoplift some decorations with me in Target, like just fully taking the mickey out of it.
Come shopping with me at Target for a realistic shopping haul where I pay the actual price for my item.
What do you guys think about this? Is this something you would do? Would you go steal a plank of wood with some words on it from Target? Social media just brings out the absolute worst in people, and this is such a good example of that. To make it even worse, she's now come back to social media, but she's just disabled all the comments. So she actually went away. I think she might have taken her account down, whatever was happening, and now she's now come back, but she's just turned off all the comments. So she is not wanting to accept, take any responsibility. I know it might just be like, oh, it happened and we're not going to talk about it, but The fact is I'm pretty sure she's like started gaining followers based on this, which is just absolutely maddening to me. Why would you want to follow somebody who is basically lying to you, who is just going in and stealing stuff for content? That's not aesthetically pleasing to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.